lovelies, it's Nisha. I hope you don't mind me doing this video here. I just wasn't planning on it and I'm not set up downstairs, so I thought, well, I'd do it anyway, so I hope you don't mind. So today I've got a new palette for you from Tarte. What's happened to Tarte? It used to be so popular. They have a new Tartelette palette out, which is called Juicy. As you can see, it's a beautiful spring palette. The packaging is gorgeous. It's like a pale powder pink with pearlescent finish, and you've got dandelions. It's just gorgeous. It's not plastic, it's metal. And here it's got a beautiful big mirror. Here are the colors. So I've used it a couple of times already. I would say this palette is mostly pink. The first two rows are very pink, and then you have warmer brown and sort of neutral brown. But on the whole, it is a lovely everyday natural palette. It doesn't have any crazy colors. The colors that it has are very delicate, so I think for those of you who don't like, you know, this punchy makeup like I do, this is perfect. So I thought maybe I'd do a couple of looks with this palette. And of course we're going to start with the pink. Do they have names? Oh no, they don't have names. Oh yes, they do, on a box. But tell me if you can see it. No way. Under each eyeshadow there is a name, but it's in such tiny white letters on a basically white background. So yeah, it would be very difficult. I'm going to start with the rose color in my crease on a Rifa 16. So it is definitely pink, almost like a dirty pink, dirty powder pink. A lot of companies are doing these pink eyeshadows. I think Huda does a lot of pink shadows. Blend very nice and very buildable. So like I said, it's nothing crazy. So if you like that delicate everyday look, I think you're going to like this palette. And of course you need to like pinks. Now I'm going to take Dream Chaser. This one is shimmer eyeshadow. You do have a lot of mattes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mattes. So you have plenty of mattes to play with. This is really pretty color, but again it's gonna give you quite pinky look. Did I point out the right one? It's that one. And then I'm going to take the one next to it, which is a bit darker, and go right on the edge with it. Then I'm going to go to Paradise and put it on my mobile lid towards the inner corner. Let's build up that outer V now with that Dream Chaser. And this is Holo DS10. And back to Rifa 16 and blend it out. Now I am going to apply that Dream Chaser on my lower lash line. And let's do mascara. I won't put much mascara on because obviously if I want to do more looks I will have to take it off. I just put a small coat just so you sort of see the finished look. Right, just that much. Okay, so this is the look purely done with the first row. That doesn't mean you have to do your looks within the rows. You can mix them obviously, but I thought that way you can see all the colors individually. Shall I do on this eye the bottom row, because you will get the better contrast then. So this one is more of a cool neutral brown. So I'm going to go in my crease with Happiness, which is quite a cool beige ink. I'm so useless with describing colors, although it doesn't look as cool on my eye. Can you see? I should really swatch them for you, shouldn't I? Let me swatch the row that I'm using now. So you have Reflect, then you have Happiness, the one that I just applied in my crease. Then you have Dusk, beautiful color, Dusk. Oh, I just noticed they do have names on the actual palette, but they are so hard to see. Okay, then you have Grounded, which is matte, very nice color as well, very smooth. And then Euphoric, the darkest brown. Yeah, on the whole this is quite cool, apart from this eyeshadow. Let me swatch the first row because I didn't. So you have Water Lily, which is just lovely light pink. Then Paradise, this is the one that I used on my mobile lid and in a corner. Very similar but deeper pink. Then Rose, that's the one that I put in my crease. They look so pretty together. Then Orchid, it was that one that I applied here. And the one that I applied on my outer corner was Dreamcatcher. So this is your first row. Okay, let's carry on with the look. So I was using the Happiness. Then let's use Dusk. Sort of in the middle on my eye. Then I'm going to use that light Reflect on my inner. This one is quite light. And now in the corner here I will work with Grounded and Euphoric, the dark ones. I think I used this brush yesterday on it actually. So this is Grounded. I definitely like this row because it's probably the darkest one, so I can see it more. Oh, and I also went with it, as you saw, on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take that darkest Euphoric and just darken the outer corner. let's go into dusk with my finger, the one that I put here, and just intensify it a bit. Okay, so I've used all the colors in this row. Well, I used all the colors apart from the lightest one in the first row, but as you can see, they are very cohesive. So for those who never know how to put colors together, this is quite easy because you can definitely do a look in from each row. Okay, so this is look 2 with the darkest, I would say, row. Now I've got a feeling that this row will look very similar to this one. It still has more pinks, but they are a bit more muted, not as pink. You've got this brown, so I think I won't do this row. I will swatch it for you, but I will do this one, which is a bit warmer. So let me swatch the second row. Wishful. Oh gosh, I am always after matte, light, good color. I might use that actually in the third look to see how that performs on the eye, if it's nice and pigmented. Sometimes you put those eyeshadows on and they disappear. Then the next one is Blossom, which is a very, very pale matte pink. I hope you can see it. Then we have Wildflower. It's just spring, isn't it? Oh, that's beautiful. Love that one. Then Petal. Another muted dirty pink, but a bit darker than the one in first row. And then Luscious, and this one is just a matte brown. Lovely. These are lovely too. So these are definitely not as pink as this one. So let me take that off now and I come back to do the third look. Okay, I'm done. So let's swatch the this brown row, this warmish row. The first eyeshadow is called Inspiring. This one is still sort of pinky and it's matte. There. Then we have Shine, which is copper, sort of copper color. Then we have Fresh Start, and that's another nice neutral, it's barely darker than my skin, matte shadow. Don't know if you can see. Then we have Dawn, very, very pretty. I would say it's a bit of a pale rose gold. And then we have Charmed, which is matte brown. I put it here. So as you can see, this row is definitely quite warm. I probably won't use this color because it's too similar to the others, but I will try to use the rest. I don't know about the copper. I'm not that into copper eyeshadows. Okay, so in my crease I am going to put Fresh Start, very, very light color, but that's quite good color for blending out. This palette will be perfect for very pale people. Very lovely and smooth, it's not crumbly, really nice. Then I'm going to use Charmed, which is that darker brown, and apply it on my outer V. Again, not very dark eyeshadow. So that's exactly what I said at the beginning. This is for those of you who like that natural muted look. You are not going to get, you could get something dramatic with that last row, but the rest is quite muted. Sorry, I'm not doing anything more creative, but this is simply just to show you the colors, you know, of each row on my eyes, because, you know, hand swatches are totally different. Then let's do Dawn in my, on my mobile lid. Now this one looks like you would perform better with wet brush or definitely finger. Yeah, that's really pretty. Now for my, do you want me to put a bit of that copper here? Actually, it's pretty nice, that copper. I always say that about coppers and golds, but when I apply them, I quite like them. Oh, I got a bit of fallout here. Now I feel like I need something darker on my outer V, so I might go into that last row, but you can basically see those colors on my eyes now. So I am going to go to this darker brown, and I might just darken this outer corner. I might apply eyeliner. This is the Mesmerizing Maroon. Gosh, can you see that fallout here? I think because the eyeshadows are not very dark, I wasn't so careful with tapping off, but you don't get much fallout with these shadows. Hope I don't look now like I've got a black eye. Okay, let's put mascara on. I'm using Climax Extreme from NARS. And that's the finished look. Okay, really lovely palette. Like I said, everyday, delicate, muted. So it will be good for me if I go away, dream on. If I ever go away, instead of taking loads of quads, smaller palettes, I could just take that one. So they are not that pigmented, and I don't mean quality wise that there is no pigment to it. They are just meant to be very washed out colors, if you know what I mean. So it's not that they are bad quality and you don't get any pigment. It's just the tone of them, the intensity of them, because they do stay on all day. Like I said, I've used the other two rows for the last couple of days, and they definitely stay on all day. So let me know what you think of this palette. Are you gonna get it? There isn't that many new things coming out right now, is there? But that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and stay fabulous. Bye.